1st, 2026, as the world celebrated a new year. The solar system was performing a rare mechanical dance. For the first time in 114 years, 3 distinct cosmic cycles synchronized into a supermoon at its absolute perigee. Earth at its closest point to the Sun, known as perihelion, and the peak of the quadrantid meteor show the last time these 3 events shared the same calendar date. The Titanic was still 3 months away from its maiden voyage. To understand why this matters, we have to look past the hype and into the cold, precise math of orbital mechanics. The 3 pillars of the alignment visuals, 3D orbital diagrams, NASA SVS style. Earth orbiting the Sun, Moon orbiting Earth. Let's break down the players. First, the supermoon. On January 1st, the Moon reached perigee, the point in its elliptical orbit closest to Earth. The distance, exactly 221,688 miles. That is roughly 17,000 miles closer than its average distance. Second, perihelion. While the northern hemisphere shivers in January, Earth is actually at its closest point to the Sun. On this night, we were only 91.4 million miles away from our star, about 3% closer than we will be in July. Third, the quadrantid, one of the year's most intense meteor showers, known for bright fireballs. At its peak, it can produce up to 120,120 meteors per hour. Individually, these happen every year. But the Triple Crown alignment requires the lunar cycle, the Earth's orbital eccentricity, and the debris trail of asteroid 2003 EH1 to intersect perfectly. The orbital mechanics of Y visuals, graphic showing the Moon's orbit as an ellipse. Labels for perigee and apogee. Why is this so rare? It's a matter of overlapping frequencies. The Moon's perigee cycle, the anomalistic month, is about 27.55 days. Earth's perihelion occurs once every 365.25 days. The quadrantid peak is a narrow window of only 6 hours, narrator, to get all 3 on the same night. The math looks like this. AAP alignment equals F lunar phase, F Earth position, F debris stream. Because these cycles don't divide evenly into one another, they drift. They are like 3 clocks set to different speeds. On January 1st, 2026, the gears finally clicked into place. The 1912 connection visuals, sepia-toned photos of 1912, overlay of a calendar. January 4th, 1912. The last time this occurred was January 4th, 1912. Scientists and historians have often looked back at that year's celestial conflagration. In 1912, the proximity of the Moon created massive Proxygen spring tides. Some oceanographers have even theorized that these exceptionally high tides helped move icebergs into the North Atlantic shipping lanes, contributing to the conditions that led to the Titanic disaster. While 2026 doesn't face the same maritime risks, the gravitational pull remains a physical reality. King tides and the washout visuals, footage of coastal waves hitting seawalls. NASA SVS visualization of tidal bulges, with the Moon at 221,688 miles and Earth at perihelion, the combined gravitational pull of the Sun and Moon was at its annual maximum. This resulted in king tides, extreme high water events that test coastal infrastructure. But for stargazers, there was a trade-off. The very thing that made the night special, the supermoon, was the enemy of the meteor shower. The quadrantids usually boast 120,120 meteors per hour. However, the sheer luminosity of a perigee moon reflects so much sunlight into our atmosphere that it washes out the fainter streaks. In 2026, observers likely only saw about 10 meteors per hour. The brightest fireballs that could punch through the lunar glare, the road to 2045 visuals. Fast-forward animation of the solar system. Text on screen 2045. If you missed the 2026 alignment, you'll have to wait. The clocks of our solar system won't sync up like this again until the year 2045. For those of us who remember the Apollo era, these events are a reminder that we live on a clockwork planet. We aren't just floating in a void. We are part of a complex, predictable, and beautiful mechanical system. Did you step outside on New Year's Eve? Did the supermoon's glow hide the meteors for you, or were you lucky enough to spot a fireball? Share your observations and your location in the comments below.